So, you have always wanted to make funeral doom metal. Well, you are in luck, because by following these few easy steps, you can. Funeral doom is an extremely slow and dark subgenre of doom metal. Common characteristics of funeral doom include depressing and poetic song lyrics, down-tuned guitars, repetitive drum beats, and low, growling vocals. First things first, you should keep the tempo of your song very slow. Apparently 33 beats per minute is the slowest BPM that's humanly conceivable as a steady beat, so that might be a good starting point. But if you find that a bit too slow, maybe aim somewhere between 50 BPM and 65 BPM. For the guitars, you should take your 6-string Les Paul and tune it down to at least B standard. Anything higher than that is too power metal. If the strings don't feel like boiled spaghetti, you are not doing it right. You want to drive your guitar through some high gain distortion and reverb. I like to have more lows than highs on my guitar tone to get that musty sound. Funeral doom riffs don't have to be complicated. In fact, you can do just fine with 3 to 5 power chords. It is more about the emotion you put into your performance than technical prowess. For melodies, you should also keep it simple. You don't want to impress people, you want to hit their feels. You can even find inspiration from the melodies of funeral lamentations and hymns. The bass can either just follow whatever the guitar does, or it can do some cool licks of its own to add some variety to the song. Although, in many cases, simplicity and repetitiveness are the key ingredients in funeral doom. Funeral doom often has a sort of church music feel to it. One way to achieve this effect is to use a church organ in the song. You can either just have the organ play long chords in the background of your track, or you can even use it as the melodic lead instrument. Combining a lead church organ with your guitar lead might get you some extra funerally results. Another way to get that churchy, cathedral-like effect is to drench your song in massive hall reverb. Especially the snare drum should have a strong reverb with long decay. Speaking of which, when it comes to drums, the sound is more important than what you are actually playing. You can keep the drum beats very basic and simple. What you should aim for instead is a massive sound. You can do this by layering several different drum samples on top of each other and playing around with the reverb settings. The only thing left to discuss are the vocals. You want to do low growls with so much delay and reverb that they sound distant. You don't necessarily need to be good at growling, because you can have a very muffled vocal mix, and it'll still sound totally legit. The lyrical themes of funeral doom are, well, I think it's quite obvious.
Misery, misery, misery.
The lyrics usually deal with dark themes, death, bereavement, depression, but they are usually written in a very poetic, even beautiful manner. If you find it hard to write lyrics, you can always look for some public domain dark poetry to use as your song lyrics. And that's pretty much it. Remember, funeral doom is not about getting fame and success. No. The ultimate goal is to get on someone's catacombo sound system playlist. And this thing is not a joke. It is an actual coffin that streams music from Spotify to you when you're dead and buried. How freaking doom is that? Anyway, let's listen to the song we made today. Thank you for watching as always. Remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay doom.